Hey, Ty here, so welcome to the VR Tech channel. So this video was actually meant for Friday, but I just had my second kid, so yeah, things got a bit spicy, let's say. I finally have 10 minutes of freedom, so I thought let's make a video and update everyone about the situation and of course about what's going on in the XR ecosystem, our favorite one. Because we have nice confirmations by the CTO of Meta about the VR situation, or while someone even created an app to use VR games on flat. We know pretty much everything about the Samsung XR glasses. The high-end and only Android XR is finally hitting the European continent. Well, almost. And this is my favorite, we have finally some benchmarks, so real performance metrics of the Snapdragon XR Elite, the processor of the next standalone headset, also from Meta. So well, let's get into it. But first of all, this video is sponsored by Anti-Gravity and their A1 drone and visor. The first 360 degrees drone ever created. What does it mean? Well, it has one lens on the top and one at the bottom that lets you have a 360 degrees vision all around it. And with its visor and its tracking, you can actually fly the drone looking around you, like if you were in a full VR experience. But this time, it's real reality, feeling like actual flying. By the way, these have full 2560 by 2560 micro OLED displays and pancake lenses on it, external screens, diopters. It's nuts. It also comes with a controller that you can use pretty much like an HOTAS. It's very intuitive, but the cool thing is the possibility to have infinite shooting possibilities. Instead of worrying about the camera angles mid-flying, you can just fly and frame later. For example, these two videos were made with the same exact recording. And the app has super cool transition in the AI editing right out of the box. By the way, right now they're running a massive limited time promotion where you can grab the entire ecosystem up to 25% off. This is straight up to $480 discount, with also the possibility to get a free battery on top of that. Also, Anti-Gravity has a local repair centers in North America, and they offer return and repair services, so you don't have to worry too much. If you get it before the sales end, before July 12, you can also get limited time benefit of 2 years US warranty protection with fast US-based repair service. Check it out in the link below. Thanks to Anti-Gravity for sponsoring the video, and I made a video about it if you're interested. So well, back to the actual video. Alright, I want to start with Meta. We're going to talk about their glasses and then everything else with VR related. Because talking about glasses, this is a news actually from last week, but they unveiled new pairs of glasses without the branding of Ray-Ban anymore. They had a partnership with Luxottica, but on top of that, Meta decided to make their own glasses, taking inspiration by their design, by the way. This time though, they're called just Meta glasses. This will be also cheaper, starting $299, and they will have the same feature of the Gen 2 that we used to know already from around a year. And this is a very particular move. You can tell that Meta is trying to get its independence from these fashion brands like Luxottica with Ray-Ban and such. It feels like it kind of used them to put a foot in the door and then, like, you know, attacking the market with their own cheaper pair of glasses. They look pretty cool though. And now this is the biggest example of corporate that I saw in a very, very long time. Last week, they actually announced that we're giving all veterans, legally blind veterans, the possibility to get free Ray-Ban Meta glasses to actually use all the AI features to recognize things in front of them. That's absolutely fantastic, and I felt like someone finally did something good in corporate world. What happened though this week really changed the feeling completely, because Meta now announced that it's locking many features that we all had on our Meta Ray-Ban glasses behind a paywall of $19.99 each month that is called Meta One. And guess what kind of features are locked in this subscription? Yeah, conversational focus, recognizing things using the camera and describing them to the user. So yeah, now these people that got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses for free is a nice gesture. Now we're gonna be able to pay $19.99 a month if we use more than 3 hours of the function. Very cool, Meta. Disgusting. But let's keep going, because the feeling is that glasses and AI is the biggest thing for Meta right now. They don't care about VR anymore. Studios are closing because they don't get investments anymore from Meta directly. And yeah, there's nothing really in the horizon until now, because Boz, the city of Meta, had this to say.
No, we've talked about this a lot this year. Kind of an odd comment, given, you know, we've just updated the user interface kind of profoundly for the first time in years. We've talked openly about the fact that we're building multiple next generation headsets. We did get ourselves into like a more sustainable shape. That's true. But no, we continue to invest quite a bit there. So stay tuned for Connect, and we'll have more to share then.
Yeah, it does feel like a non-answer at all because, well, redesign in the UI is not much when the platform actually lives on new games and new advancement in technology. But yeah, at least actually did something for MetaConnect this year. Talking about VR as well. We had many leaks about the new Quest headset, and I would love to see something with a new processor from Qualcomm because thanks to the imminent release of the XR Aura, that is going to be the first device using this kind of new processor for Qualcomm that is going to define the next generation of our standalone headsets. Well, we have the first benchmarks online for the Auras and what to expect from the next gen of XR. And that looks very, very interesting because we pretty much doubled the performance both on the CPU side and on the GPU side, and also more than triple on the AI part. We already talked about it from the press release from Qualcomm, but this is kind of a confirmation. So yeah, we can expect much bigger and better looking games. Although we need developers to actually make games, and those are getting pretty rare lately. Let's keep going because the Galaxy XR is finally arriving to Europe. Well, pretty much because it's actually arriving just to the UK. And it's gonna start shipping from tomorrow, July 8th. And listen, this is a very weird headset for me. It has amazing screens, amazing lenses. It's not the most comfortable, but I actually got the global cluster, something that everyone with this headset should actually get to make the comfort so much better. The problem is that Android XR is not really evolving as fast as I would like to see. There's many bugs and things are very unstable. There are not many games. The store is completely messed up, and it's still relying on the XR2 chipset, the older generation one, when we have the new one incoming. So yeah, the selling pitch is really not the best, but those screens are amazing. So if you can get a discount, it will be amazing, and it's good to see it expanding, not just in the US and Korea like it was still right now. Now, I don't usually feature games and software as much, but this one deserves a spot because it's called Portal VR and actually got just released. And this is very weird because it gives you the possibility to play PC VR games not in VR. So flat, using your headset in front of you to have the tracking with the controllers, or using a phone, or using the Switch controllers, for example. And to be honest, I didn't really see the appeal of this at all, because like usually VR games are not as good as flat games when it comes to story or gameplay, because they rely so much on the actual interaction with our hands, with our controllers, and the fact that we are inside completely immersed. So that didn't make very much sense, but it actually has a feature to use XR glasses like the Rayneo, the X-Real, the Viture glasses, and have full 3D in there in those games, using them as a kind of a VR headset. And I think that for that it's like $10 and they're asking $15 after the sale. Could be very interesting indeed. But yeah, very weird that this exists. Does it really have a market? Would you be interested in using something like that? Oh, and because we were talking about Samsung and the Galaxy XR, we also have a leak for the Galaxy glasses. Pretty much everything about it, the way you're going to interact, the fact that they have cameras, the fact that you can tap for the music and stuff. So they're going to have speakers. We have a picture of the case that's going to be a charging case. They're going to work pretty much like a Meta glasses, so nothing particular, but branded Samsung. They're not going to have a screen, but you're going to be able to interact with Gemini directly, and that's very interesting indeed. But we're going to have to see the price and when those are going to be available. But anyway, guys, that was all. It's great to see you back. I'm going to have to go back to daddy's duty, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you soon. Thanks for watching.